Hi y'all, it's Gina with Peonies of America. I thought I would do a little introduction today. I really haven't done an official introduction of myself, so I thought I would pop on here and try to answer some questions and tell you a little bit about myself and my peony farm. I live south of Ardmore, Oklahoma in Grow Zone 7B. I've lived here for 15 years on this 25-acre farm that I have, and I raise horses. I have brood mares, and I've also compete in barrel racing, roping, working cow events. And I started riding horses at a very, very young age. I'm just horse crazy. And now I raise my kids around them. And I also have my granddaughter riding now. And she rides Rocky. This is Rocky. And he's in one of my other videos. And he's very kind, gentle spirit, and he really takes care of my granddaughter. So he's a gem. But I have two dogs, Taffy and Reba. My little blue heeler is Reba, and I have a cat named Chloe. I had Welsh corgis that I just adore. I had them for years, and I lost my my little buddy Ringo a year and a half ago. It was heartbreaking. I hated it. And then I had his full brother years before that. So, and my daughter, when they were little, they had little Welsh Corgi puppies, and just neat little dogs, pretty cool personalities. But anyway, a little bit about the farm. I started growing peonies about 12 years ago, and I kind of dabbled in it. I loved the flowers when they bloom. There's Hercules, the big black horse. He's 3. That's my baby. I raised him. But I dabbled in it, and you know, peonies take sometimes up to 3 years to bloom, and then all of a sudden I had these plants that had never bloomed, and they started blooming. And I started researching, and I really found out a lot of information about peonies. Is how I kind of got started. And then I grew a cutting garden, and with 650 plants in it, and at that same time I had put in another field of peonies with 400 plants. The 400 plants were left alone, and they thrived, and they're still thriving, and that's where some of my videos come in. My Sarah Bernhardt's, my Mother's Choice, Shirley Temple's, the ranunculus are grown back there, and I'm lucky enough to have sandy loam soil because I'm so close to the Red River. That I'm so grateful to have really good draining soil, and to allow those roots to thrive and move and be able to grow in sandy loam. So it's pretty exciting. But so the 400 plants were left alone, but the 650, as soon as they popped up that next spring in that new cutting garden, I went to cutting them, and I learned by experience that you don't do that, and I destroyed a whole cutting field. But about 65% of it was destroyed. But the other 35%, I was able to dig up the roots and relocate them. And when I did that, that's how I got involved in the selling of the bare roots and the live plants and stuff like that, because I had to locate so many, and I didn't have anywhere to locate many of them, so I put them in pots. And I was able to overwinter those, and they grew. And I went to offering those for sale, and they did really well. So I learned how to market without really learning how to market. I didn't know what was really happening. So I was lucky enough to just learn along the way and ask questions and research stuff. So, the group of peony people are just absolutely wonderful. We all have a common interest, and that is beautiful peony gardens, beautiful plants. I think we all just want healthy, beautiful flowers that we can enjoy in the spring. They're absolutely incredible. What a magical bloom to see. As they grow in the spring, the buds on them are so large, and they really are awe-taking and just breathtaking to see. You kind of get hooked on them. Like other plants that other people do, succulents, people love succulents and certain things. I love the springtime. It's cool, the weather is nice. I love being outside in it. It's before it gets really hot, and humid, and so it's just a wonderful time for me, and I look forward to that springtime every year. And to watch these plants come up out of the ground is amazing. And along with that, there's not a lot of care that you have to take with peonies once they're in. So it gives me time to get my horses bred to the stallions, to get foals being born while the peonies are just thriving. And so it kind of coincides with me, and it really works well. My peony plants bloom in full bloom in April because I'm so far south. I'm in grow zone 7B. So my peonies bloom a little bit earlier. And I had to learn that also. I'm like, wow, everybody else's are later. Is there something wrong? So I've learned along the way. It's because I'm in a warmer zone. And that's really the main reason. Peonies really grow off of warmth. So this year I was a week late with them blooming because of the extreme cold that we had. So this year I learned about the extreme cold. We were in -degree temperatures for over 10 days here. Never happened to me before with these peony plants, and it was the best harvest bloom season I have ever had, and I know it's from the vernalization. They got cold and they love it. So sometimes when my peony plants do not thrive and I do not get a good harvest that year, or they die, they just kind of die back pretty early, they just didn't get cold enough. So many reasons why peony plants won't bloom. So it's not just one. There's a lot of factors involved in why, and I've had to learn that too. And I'm still learning. So I like to share that on YouTube. I love to share my experiences, what's going on. It may help one person, and that's the greatest thing about it on YouTube. If it helps one person, that's enough for me. I would get on YouTube and watch a lot of the flower farmers, and I saw just how they were sharing their information, and I would go out in my garden for years now, and as I saw things, and I wanted to share, but I just never really took initiative and started a YouTube up. So by God, last year I did it, and I thought, I'm going to share what is happening out here. I grew dahlias for years, and I would have loved to have had that documented. Some of the mistakes I made, and some of the great things that happened, and the colors that came up on the dahlias, the zinnias, how I grew those, but I didn't, and here I am. So the peonies are really my main thing now. I love growing the other flowers, like in the above ground boxes. I have perennials. I'm putting melons in for the grandkids, blackberries, blueberries. Those are really fun boxes up there for me, and that's why I'm sharing those. And also along the way, I have noticed with the peonies in the above ground boxes, they are not getting any disease. And it's because they're getting drainage. They're not sitting in a soil that is holding a fungus. I'm getting some boistritis in my other plants in the ground, and I believe it's attributed from all the rain, and so I am getting some fungus going on. But I have ordered a new product from the Colorado Forestry Department, and I will be putting a video on about that. So I've got to treat these plants and get them healthy. But it is interesting to see about the plants in the above ground boxes, the peony plants, how they're thriving, and no problems. They're healthy, same plants, same year, they're a year old, and the difference in the struggles that they're having. So another learning experience this year with that, and I like to share that. The future of Peonies of America, I love it. I'm going to grow. I'm putting in 500 more plants this fall. I would like to get involved with some wedding designers and some other designers that like to make arrangements for customers, and I would hopefully like to be able to market my healthy peony stems early in the spring to designers. I've tried to sell to florists in the past, and I just never did get a good fair market price. So I started to do it myself, and I have a really good customer base, and I'm not stressed about it. I take on what I can, and I enjoy my horses, my grandkids, and my animals. I want the peonies to be something that I just enjoy doing. I want to help people if they're having any problems with their few peony plants that they have or 100 peony plants that they have. I'm also going to get more involved in marketing, helping people that want to grow peonies, farming. And also market them. I've been through all of that, and I am going to share my experiences with that on growing them, cutting them, marketing them, and how to do that. So those will be new videos coming up next season. Right now, I'm going to pinpoint my time and energy the rest of the year on new varieties, marketing my website. I have added some new, the ranunculus and the anemones on there, and I will be doing tutorials on how to grow those. And the bare roots that I offer and the ranunculus and the anemones that I offer are what the professionals are growing. So that is what I'm offering you. It's not the small 2 to 3i that you'll get on some of these other mail order websites. You are getting what the professionals are growing. So no messing around here, guys. We're going to get your gardens growing. So that's kind of what my future is to really build Peonies of America, put in new, add more to the cutting gardens, and really ramp up a little bit for next spring. I'm going to offer more of the live plants in the pots, 10 varieties, and but they will sell out quickly. I will start marketing those about mid-February once they start coming up out of the pots. So, and again, mine bloom a little bit earlier than many others, so I'm able to market mine a little bit earlier also. And my season is usually done and over with the weekend after Mother's Day. So great time to do it. The weather's cool. Babies are being born. I'm outside, and that's what my plans are here, is just to keep ramping it up, guys. So if you have any questions and you'd like to know anything else about me, and let me know. I love growing peonies. I'm going to continue to do that. It's been a great journey so far, and I appreciate the subscribers that I have right now. And if you would share, like, comment, anything to help my algorithms. I'm not real sure how all that works yet, but I'm working on it. But anyway, hope everyone has a great day, and thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Bye.